Today, no makeup, no hair. A lot of times we look put together as astrologers and mediums. We plot charts to see where things are going. Today, I wanted to do the astrology meets real life version. I knew 2026 was going to be difficult. Not knowing the scope, I undervalued the intensity in my chart. I could see what I labeled as crispy days. I'm in a parking lot, so I apologize for the lighting. When I just tend to describe things, I'll usually put it in the terms of a character or an archetype. And so even for my own life, I'm going to go ahead and stick to that framing. I don't want to overshare, but I also want to share raw moments where everything's not figured out. You see what you're supposed to be working towards, but the pain and realness, I wanted to share those moments that life sometimes will still smack you in the butt. One of the archetypes that I've had to deal with is the avoidant control characters throughout my life and learning to use my voice. And so that's another reason why I was like, okay, instead of going silent, I'm supposed to use my voice. One of the characters in my chart, finding out that I had something for myself and with my mediumship and to help people, instead of a crispy day, it ended up being just an all out, like I should have labeled it like a red flag, with a little warning sign on it, stay away. Backing up to earlier in the year, earlier, yeah. It's like we're only on, what is it, January 16th or 7th? I don't even know what day it is. That's where and it started kicking me big time. It feels like living a huge spot, but it's literally been 2 weeks. When things are in crisis, I see what needs to be done. How can I help? Where can I step in? During the passing of someone, the first few days of January, I showed up, treated this character with kindness, care, compassion. On my crispy day marked, it was met with backlash. I tend to read patterns, and that's not just the astrology, but also in life and mediumship and all of that. And the pattern has been one of the things in my chart is learning to deal with the controlling avoidant types back through being a child. And so one of the patterns of that archetype of character is kind of show up, take what they need, and punish you for showing up. When I look back over at the astrology nailed the intensity, but the nailing of my human nervous system, I didn't quite grasp. In my chart, this energy has always shown up as control, especially with my own independence and my voice. Oh boy, I didn't think this would be this difficult to speak about. My nervous system is just completely fried. I can see the archetype, but my body is still shaking through the events of the last few weeks. The same chart doesn't show that this takes center stage forever. It's like the tail end. Relief in the charts, it's not always they become kind and healed. Sometimes it's simply they stop losing the power to keep you small. My job through all this is not to let those control, well, just say arcs, because it's easier sometimes to frame it as that, is like cutting off items like the charger to my car to try to control income and my time, and even control how I can grieve through this loss. I think that is also one of the ways honoring my chart by speaking my truth. We don't need to overshare, but to honor life and honor myself and honor the chart. When someone passes, we usually use it as a reminder to love each other a little bit better. My reality right now is That's not what's happening. My reality right now is being in a story where some people aren't showing up. So I'm using my chart and my voice to let this at least be a reminder for me and maybe you that control is not love. Keeping people small is not love. You're allowed to build a life beyond the characters your chart introduces you to. Thank you for spending this time with me and allowing me to use my voice. Until next time, I'm Danny, the ADHD medium.